Okay. First, I'd like to start by saying this is like completely humiliating for me. I hate this so much. I feel totally humiliated, like by my own self at this point. But what I want to do right now is go back to bed. I just want to sleep. It's just easier that way. Things work out, you know, more coherently that way at this point. And I can't, because I got this stuff on my chest. Literally a weight on my chest. And I feel like I need to do this in a plea. And it won't matter. It's not going to matter. My pleas don't matter. They don't matter. But it matters that I let myself do it anyway. So I need to do it anyway. I'm really not in a great place at this point, and I want to be. And it's so weird because yesterday, the first part of the day, I was really feeling that like laughter of the big prophetic dream of it will be epic, everything's gonna be fine, and I was really tapping into that. But the truth is that it's all so large that it doesn't happen in one moment. It's a series of moments and the push and pull of laboring something, and I'm really struggling right now. So before I can go back to sleep, I want to say a couple things. And again, it is in a plea that won't matter. It's ridiculous. Fuck. About what it's like to be inside of myself, within the context of of an epic experience that extends so far beyond myself that I don't even associate with myself. And I do want to preface it by saying, like, I feel enormous support and love and protection, and that I am there's some playful bone in my body that I can't get rid of, no matter what I do, which is good, so good, and I'm sure I'll have amazing waves of that today, and every day in the process of really, really struggling, also, which has been kind of the biggest miracle of all for me, like the paradox of these things existing together, and how that has sustained my own growth and my own ability to stay alive. But I do have moments where I really wonder if I'm going to live through this. And I'm in one of those right now. And I need to say some things about that. Because there's this giant rippling out of things. And all I've really ever wanted in this world is to feel like good. And not good like pretend good or an illusion of good. Like really, like I've done the work, I've been doing the work to feel really good in life. And it's been a lot of work, naturally. And I feel like I get to these points, like where I'm at right now, where there's this talk about holding the tension of opposites, man. I want to say I totally deserve a medal in this moment for that, because this is epic tension. Epic personal tension right now for me. And I don't really want to hold that anymore. And the reason it's so tense is because I feel like soulfully and just in every aspect of my psyche and my ego, at a different place from the timeline that has been erected, I guess, around this process. And it's super tense. And I want to say something about my friends. I want to say what this is like deeply personally, because I have been for years, though going through my own things full-heartedly, a mom. And my life has been, I guess, both regulated and directed to, a large extent. And inspired by the that I'm, my children, that I'm a mother. So this is the focus. So that focus then leads into a deeper focus of, well, I need to be as authentic as I can in order to be the best mother that I can, which then leads me into, being directed by, I don't know, this other, like, love of my life situation. But to go from a place of it being just so not, wow, what words, right and natural, of, to devoting my life to my kids, to it now being my own personal, like, epic feat to go pick them up from school at the end of the day, because it's so overwhelming, is really difficult for me. And friends, I used to have friends, like people I could talk to. I have 2 kids, and I'm sure that, like, any parent that has any kid could relate to the fact that that's hard, and that, my kids are, very, very intense in polarizing ways, profoundly polarizing ways, which I also think is very relatable. And I have been really blessed in my life to have some really close girlfriends to talk to about that, who have had kids, who have kids. And I could, go over to their house or like text them on the phone, and we could be like compare and contrast our experiences of having children and daughters, and they're gone. Everyone's gone, or like it's been fucking wicked. I've really absolutely been through a trauma here. And it's not a poor me situation. This is fact. This is like, I'm trying to recover. I'm trying to recover. And the places that I would go to do that aren't, like, available to me, I have, like, what is this thing? I mean, I get it from the standpoint of the story. My heart, my soul is not in that story anymore, so it's really painful for this to be prolonged, and it's not helping me parent my kids. And I need help. I used to be able to go to Susan's house and make dinner before she told me that our relationship wasn't working anymore. And we could talk about our kids, and, like, I used to be able to text Stacy, and I don't know, she would text me back. And I used to be able to talk to Pasha in a certain way that wasn't so brutal. Holly, Alex is still available, but it's still so cryptic, although her voice makes me feel really good. But it's just too cryptic still for me to be able to, like, find refuge in it at all, or, I find, what do I find in it? I find home a bit, so it's really good for me, but, the crypticness, I have to distance myself from it. I mean, even my friends that aren't moms, Rachel, people that were sources of comfort, like no one is talking to me right now. Um, and it's ridiculously hard for me. Like, what the fuck? Krista and Lisa, I can't talk to, of course, you know. I used to be able to talk to them about what it's like to try to raise my kids. Like, so-and-so is doing this, so-and-so's doing this. Like, what would you do? What would I do? What would we do? You know, like, where is that? Like, I'm suffering so badly without that. And Steve and Megan Johnson. And Steve Counts is like one of my mom friends, man. And it just feels so strange right now. And so while I'm dealing with the reality of the way that that makes me feel completely like isolated and banished and like not and uncomfortable, really. I'm also dealing with the fact that like I am still trying to be a mother to these two kids that are going through some major shit in their lives while I'm going through major shit in my life. And I don't feel like I have what I need. Christine, Lori, I mean, people that like, I can't do this like this. And then there's this, you know, I'm really juggling things. Like, I'm juggling the fact that, I mean, April, what the fuck, man? It's painful. It's deeply painful. And again, I can't stress enough the paradox of gratitude for knowing how, you know, gorgeously I've been taken care of. While also being completely honest about the trauma involved in that. And I'm trying to express this stuff to Chris, and he's like, "You're imagining all of it." Still, he's saying this to me. Gets all cold and is like, "You're just imagining all this, and none of this is real," you know? I mean, still, this morning, how would you deal with that? This is fucking insane. Like, it doesn't even make me, my God. It doesn't even make me angry anymore. It hurts me. It's like the story about the doubt and turning the blade. It's been lived. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You know what it's like to change your name? On just faith. You know? For a love, like for a person that you haven't even seen really or spoken to at this point, you know, that I did that in a gazillion years. Like the amount of fear, the obstacles that have been like confronted and surmounted and just lived through. It's like I am here. And yet I still feel completely alone, and I know that I'm not. But I can't hear the voice of the man that I'm in love with. I can't go to my friends' houses and have all this be like matter of fact. I can't express myself in the house that I live in to Chris without him saying still, you know, that it's all an illusion. And it's like I'm living someone else's story now, but it's not mine anymore because I've lived through mine. And the need for resolution is so deep physically. Like, I'm not doing great. You know, and it's a plea. I'm still trying to raise these two kids that I like really love a lot. And more than that, like, more than just my personal love for them. Like, I can't accept me not being able to give my best to them, and I'm not able to right now. And I know exactly how I would be able to again, and more than ever. And it's out of reach still. And I'm wondering who's really chartering this ship, because I'm not. I may have conceived it, but I'm not chartering it, and that's not, I'm not feeling like the master of my own soul right now. And I'm tired of the brutality of it. You know, the brutality of, like, your closest connections saying things to you like, like Susan saying, this isn't working for me anymore. And, all these exchanges with Pasha have been very severe. And not having access to that, like, core Revelations group. And even in the comforting moments, like with Alex, it being so limited and cryptic, and her voice, just everything about Alex makes me feel better. But not being able to be like, the story's told, is killing me, with her and with everyone. And, texting Stacy to be like, I miss you, I want to come over with the kids and just do what we did before, and not hearing anything back. And, Rachel doesn't, I can't even, and I understand I'll kill your friends and family, I'm just not doing well in it, and I do see the bigger picture. And I do see the information given to me, through YouTube about what's coming out of this, but, I just want to know, like, I don't want to, I'm not doing well. I'm really lucky when I have, like, a really, like, secure day. And I do love life, and I love what's happening in the sense that I'm going to be with this person that I, like, need so badly. And I know at some point maybe, I said maybe, because I'm still, there's still some, just, I'm nervous, and there's insecurity, and I'm confused about some things. But I know in my heart, I'll be able to be with my friends again. And I'm really, really, really lucky, and I'm so great. I am actually, like, I'm, like, over the moon grateful. Like, I'm, like, literally, like, it's a whole thing. But I just feel this is a plea. I'm trying to still parent my kids in the midst of this, and it's so enormous, and I need support, and I'm not feeling it directly. I feel it indirectly, but I need direct support. Of course I do. I'm a mom. I need direct support, and not from a therapist. And I don't even mean that. Like, I need, like, my relationship with Nikki is so transcendent. It's kind of therapist. I need, like, personal fucking support. Like, direct, like, this is what's going on. I basically need the opposite of what Chris is saying, where it's all an illusion. Because I'm not in that game. It's not my game. I gotta be there for these girls, I really got to, in, like, the midst of not knowing how to manage my own functionality at this point. And please, like, resolution, please, please. for me for them. Please.